Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tennessee Titans.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. Ready to get us started, Sam Ficken has it teed up. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Fights him off. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, it's Powell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On third down, Powell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, for to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So now with a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. It ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the ball comes loose. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now it's Lynch.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Powell. A beautiful fake. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Lynch. Buying time to his left. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Lynch to throw. They'll set up the screen to Ballage. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. To throw again on second down. Lynch. And that will get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
A 27-yard attempt.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Blunt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Blunt. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Blunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Room to run past midfield. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Fickens' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Lynch on first down, being chased out left. Staying on his feet. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lynch. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper at 2nd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a give, right side. Powell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh? And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Ballage. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Powell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Play action. It's Lynch. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell down to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here with Blount. Able to power through. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down now, Blount. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They go play action with Lynch. Flush to his right. Oh, he shifts past him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a give, right side. Blount. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Nifty move. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Blount. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over with...
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Lynch. He hits Blue. Blue hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Ficken for the extra point.
Eddie Atone. For his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained, Right out the window.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
The final shot before break. Lynch. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So we reach halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Lynch. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lynch eluding the pressure right. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They're going on 4th down. It's Lynch. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Now a give right side. Blount. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lynch. And Blount has it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So pass interference to call.
that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Lynch. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you have that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Ficking on now for the point after. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Lynch to throw. Flushed out right. Going for a right side here, complete. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Tennessee offense set to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, here's Blunt. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Nice footwork at the 25. Look at those stick skills. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It was Rashaan Evans there to put a nice hit on it.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Lynch. Flush to his right.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, Lynch escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. It's Powell, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go again with Powell. Sheds off the tackle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run with Powell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for them.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. Steps away to his left.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks. So the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
For the point after, Sam Ficken.
to fake it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steelers ready for their next possession. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lynch. He's got his big wide receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lynch. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. Under pressure, they got him again. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Lynch. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's got this down to the 35.
68 yards rushing for him now. On 17 carries.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 5.
Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved.
3rd down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
Ficken for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Here's Lynch. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Fickens' kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One last shot for Lynch. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Tonight, from Orchard Park, New York, it's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. Oh, the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle. You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now Lynch. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep is DJ Chark. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here are the Bills now backed up to get this drive started. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
On 1st down, Elam. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Caldwell. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Off play action, Caldwell. They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Caldwell. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Darrell Williams, right tackle, the guilty party. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Caldwell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
After the interception, here's Lynch. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On second down, it's Powell, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Powell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Lynch throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Lynch to throw. Down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And this will remain a scoreless game. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. Incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lynch. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Powell, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Lynch. Ebron with it over the middle. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Lynch. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 5 from the 8. back to throw. Lynch. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Lynch to throw again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lynch. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, Caldwell. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Caldwell. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. on third down. Elam. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down, Lynch. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 1st and 10, Caldwell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Following the fumble recovery, Lynch. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lynch. Got an open man. It's McLeod. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of